So before I get started on the agenda you have set for me, I want to also at this point of time let you know a couple of things because I always tell we must be balanced in our approach. We must make the system work for us rather than
Exactly.
always going and sitting in dharna and shouting slogans. Of course, they are one tool and method, but
Correct.
that is cannot be the lifetime goal of home buyers who are already struggling in life. So I
Correct.
am happy to tell you from the Greens Buyers Forum or the Greens Buyers Association, registered as it is called, we
Mm-hmm.
have kept our engagement with RERA K continuously. In fact, we came to the rescue of RERA K authorities when we saw the cases mounting from 1,000 to 2,000, complaints going to 3,000 to 4,000 with only one adjudicating officer. It is humanly impossible to
Correct.
keep the deadline of delivery of judgments within 60 days. So what
Right.
from the Greens Buyers Forum or the Greens Buyers Association registered now, way back way back in 2019 from January to August, we created a big approach paper on conciliation dispute resolution mechanism, which means to
Excellent.
say before a complaint is filed,
Mm-hmm.
we set up a panel of experts
Mm-hmm.
and we try not to register the complaint, but we do the conciliation and dispute resolution by giving one or two opportunities to the builder and also call the buyer and have an expert panel of advocates, home buyers, and social activists who can try to resolve the things without going into the
Code.
legal route. Once you
Excellent.
register a complaint, it becomes a legal route.
Legal.
So
Right.
I am happy to say that I am author of that conciliation dispute resolution mechanism approach
Wow.
paper which I presented to RERA Karnataka, and
Excellent.
we got quite a lot of traction. We completed by August 2009. We already completed and complied with all the panel appointments also from Greens Buyer Forum or the Greens Buyer Association. We have had 5 nominations
Mm-hmm.
vetted and approved by RERA Karnataka. So
Mm-hmm.
also several other organizations and activists have nominated. So the
Mm-hmm.
CDR panel was constituted.
Excellent. Excellent.
Then what
That's
happened
a
is, what
very
is the
good.
problem?
That's a very good mechanism, sir. Because not everything need to be go into legal route. Something can be settled out. I think that's a very good platform. That.
That is a very good platform which we
Yeah.
established, we enabled, we
Yeah.
conceived, we consulted, we worked together and made this happen. And also RERA had a great meeting calling all these panelists and CDR.
Excellent.
And that is when the disaster struck for us. After that first meeting of Bonda and Biryani, nothing has happened and that whole thing has gone into cold storage. That is one initiative. And also to say that because people will be generally liking to talk about past history and past achievements and all those things what we have done, I would like to say from the Greens Buyers Forum, we have gone and met the RERA Karnataka secretary,
Mm-hmm.
spent around 2.5 hours, made a portal strategy G2C. How can the government connect to the consumer, which is a home buyer? Made
Right.
an elaborate presentation
Mm-hmm.
showing and showcasing the best practices of Maharera, UP RERA, Haryana RERA,
Mm-hmm.
Tamil Nadu RERA. We've taken
Mm-hmm.
all the best practices and put it in a presentation. We also told them, Madam, we understand you got 4,500 projects, sir. You got 5,000 complaints, sir, and you are taking papers for registration as is basis. Today is a digital age. Of course, we know you are working on a lean office. You can't go
Right.
to every project and search.
Right.
But you want to detect a traffic violation using a drone, only 4,000, 5,000 projects registered with you. Why can't you deploy
Drone.
a
Yeah.
drone and find out what is the project status instead of asking the buyers to complain to you and piling
Right.
up your caseload of 6,000, 8,000, 10,000?
Correct.
We have come out with a big portal strategy and they are in various stages of action. So after this preamble, I will come to your point. What is good about RERA? And what is, I won't say bad, what needs to be improved
What
and
needs?
what is not at all in the scope.
Okay.
I don't want to say RERA bad or something like that. What is
Okay.
good in RERA compared to all other courts,
Mm-hmm.
all other judicial mechanism for the
Okay.
home buyers? As far as Karnataka is concerned, I want to also at this time appreciate some of the initiatives which RERA Karnataka has done within their given, because I narrated the story. They
Right.
set shop only in 2018, only
Right.
one adjudicating officer, 2 or 3 administrative assistants,
Right.
and rest of the board members are going to fall in the place. That is the chairman and other members. With this lean office, they made it technologically enabled by providing opportunity for an ordinary complainant, whether literate or illiterate, whether be a rich or poor, to openly go into the site, go and log in a complaint, submit the document. That is a wonderful empowerment mechanism, which even today you cannot find in a consumer court or in a civil court or in a criminal court. Of course, after you file the case and those case proceedings and the judgments are online. But the complainant has to submit first of all an application. I will be party in person. I won't keep advocate. That is one process. To file a case in a court is a process. It takes months. Whereas RERA Karnataka enables any home buyer to just spend 10 minutes time after doing the homework which I narrated to you to go and openly file their complaint. Second thing RERA provides is a window of opportunity. If you are a new home buyer, you can go and check what are the projects before going and falling into the trap.
Correct.
Third one, if you are in a particular project, you can go and see how many people have already complained and network with them.
Makes sense.
Fourthly, of late from middle of 2020, they have put in a number of SOP, standard operating procedures, and also they have come out with a proper mechanism how they are going to push the file from here to DC, which is a 3 process which I explained to you: recovery certificate, certificate copy, so on and so forth. And also they have come out with some initiatives. So this is so far the good part of it. No other court, a common man can just go and log in 5 minutes and file a complaint. That's not possible.
Excellent.
But here it is possible. And you can also track the progress of your case, whether it is under processing or it is under inquiry or any case date is posted. Third one is complainants are the full owners of their complaint. They get the hearing dates with Skype link or whatever link directly into their mailbox. They don't have to depend on anybody. Don't have to depend on any attorney or any office boy or bribing somebody or giving some chai, bonda, nothing is required. So they are all the wonderful aspects of RERA.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's a very empowering platform.
Sir, one question arises. I think you talked about good things about RERA. Is there any, I think you also mentioned there is no SLAs, right? There is a standard operating procedure, but there is no SLA. Is something probably you may address in subsequent.
The next topic which you said, areas for improvement.
Areas improvement. Okay, excellent, excellent.
Areas for improvement means it starts from the beginning. That is, when a promoter comes and registers the project, you have not gone and inspected the property. You are just taking whatever papers they are giving. So there is no governance. That means suppose I am going and giving an application to register my vehicle in RTO. They will check the chassis number.
Right.
They will check the engine number.
Correct.
They will check the manufacturer. They will check whether road tax paid.
Correct.
They will check whether insurance is done. Then only give you a registration number.
Correct.
Whereas in RERA Karnataka, you give me this bunch of papers. Sir, this is the project document. This is a brochure. This is a photo. I have completed 95%. All fantastic, sir. You please register me. Okay, you are registered. Then after registration, the RERA Act and rules mandate quarterly compliance, financial compliance, structural compliance, structural audits, so on and so forth. There is no monitoring mechanism. Only last year, I think they were trying to empanel chartered accountants and architects based on our suggestion. That without that, how can you do governance?
Exactly.
You've got a wonderful act and rule, but you cannot enact it before without experts, subject matter experts. So they tried to empanel, I think because of COVID, it didn't happen. But for all the projects registered or going to be registered, there is no governance. That is the first lacuna. Second thing is, automatic expiry of registration certificate will happen from 1 year from the time of issuer. Then it will take another 6 months for RERA to realize, oh, this project certificate registration expiry activity. Notice it happens that way. Thirdly, fiscal discipline. So whether everybody has.
Sir, one question rises. When we say the entire RERA process is digitized, right? So the complaint can be registered online and the builder can register the project online. automatically is there is no trigger mechanism or there is no alert mechanism being built in within the system when the expiry date comes to the nearby?
They may have, and given their manpower and other constraints, they may not be. I would only want to say they are not proactive, reactive.
Okay, exactly. I got a point. That means, see, whenever anybody builds a system, especially online system, this is one of the important aspects, right? Registration date and expiry date. Those are the key aspects of that data that needs to be stored with respect to a project. And setting an alert to authorities, right? In terms of, if the date is expiring, send the alert mechanism maybe 1 month before the RERA extension need to be done or something like that. It's a very simple mechanism that we deal on a daily basis in IT world, right? Yeah.
So that is the second area of thing which I would look at. Third
Right.
area for improvement, I would say, all these government departments are working in silos. In the sense, now, just give me a second. So now we have this RERA Act and rules. All of them are very good. We all like it a lot. But this RERA mechanism where it talks about OC or CC tells some competent authority they have got no tie-up or link with the Inspector General of Stamps and Registration. You can tell whatever you want to tell to RERA. You can keep on doing under construction flat sale deeds, registering the flats which is under construction. There is no coordination mechanism between IGRS, sub-registrar, and RERA, and the plan sanctioning authority, and the completion certificate authority. By definition, the plan sanctioning authority is the authority to give you the completion certificate and occupancy certificate after inspection. But RERA is one department, that is one track. Then sub-registrar, they are Chamrajpet, Baswangudi, that is another track, no contact. Then plan sanctioning authority, they are on another track. Housing department, which heads all these things, that is on another track with legislative and bureaucratic procedures and policies. So when you work in these silos, and again your Kaveri, Sindhu, GIS system, we always take pride. Bangalore is the IT capital, we have Silicon City and whatever city, but there is no GIS implementation of land records. You don't have to give a document to the RERA to later on find out it is built on Gomala Gairana land. When the document comes, you already put the GIS on, you know this is the array, Henry, what is this grazing land? Is this not a lake bed? How you are building the project, sir? And who is that registrar who has given you conversion certificate? That kind of integrative digital integration is absolutely absent. Now, the last area of deployment or the area of improvement is, okay, your project is complete, means, okay, let us assume there are among very good many builders, maybe hand-to-mouth builders also, they complied with everything. They have got the occupancy certificate, they got the completion certificate. Now, post-completion of the project, under the section 17, title transfer of ownership, again, that is one big nightmare in Karnataka. Karnataka Apartment Owners Association Act, Karnataka Flat Owners Act, and Cooperative Societies, KSRA registered society. What is the receiving body for the undivided share? What is the receiving body of the asset for the common areas? That is one big black area in the whole RERA. So they only concentrated on project registration,
execution,
some level of project governance, and complaint handling, and quasi-judicial procedure. So also, even from an all India perspective, even the Central RERA Act with all its beautiful clauses, it is just an architectural framework. It is not bought in by all the states and implemented in letter and spirit, and there is no governance mechanism even in the central government to say, provide a dashboard by saying, come on, we passed the law in 2016. Which state is 1, 2, 3, 4? What is the ranking in terms of implementation, in terms of justice, in terms of improvement of the real estate sector? Why should we be worried about RERA Act rules? It is not just a home buyer. It is for the whole economy of the country. It is for infrastructure, the backbone of your economy. And you want to be the $5 trillion, $25 trillion with this pathetic state of governance and complete non-compliance to rule of law by many promoters and builders. How are we going to reach that goal? So this government works in, one is central government puts the architecture, but it is coming under the state control of land law, land revenue, which is state subject. So it comes into concurrent thing. Then central government says, But I can only put the policy structure. Implementation left to the state. So in the state, people like you and me and all the common home buyers and activists will sweat and blood. We will make the authority come into existence. After it comes into existence, the efficacy of it and the monitoring the governance of it, Housing Department of Karnataka is the highest body which monitors the RERA Karnataka. So we can't go to a minister every day and tell, sir, ನನ್ನ complaint ಈ ತರ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, that project ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, this project ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. How can we do that?
Correct. Yeah, I think
unless there is a self-corrective. So these are the areas for improvement. I will say, first of all, rightly integrate your land record system, your GIS, your planning authority, GRS stamps and registration, your sub-register officers, and integrate them under the umbrella of RERA, reporting to the Urban Development Department and the Housing Department. It should start from there. That is where is the biggest loophole. Not of RERA, but all departments working in silos.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful point, Raghunathan sir. I think you highlighted what is good and what can be improved in RERA. I think it's a strong message to all the home buyers and also the authorities who are watching this. I'm sure you must have already communicated some of your ideas in terms of how do we bring in. What is required is a willingness and the strong body that will stand up and say, yes, we need to do this, and a willingness of the political system and also the bureaucracy system, what is there in Karnataka, to get some of this sorted out. I think any last punch, Raghunath sir? I think we already reached 90 minutes of our time. Any last punch? We try to cover all aspects with respect to RERA. I think it's a wonderful system, no doubt about that, and I really appreciate and thanks each one of you guys who are struggled and put across these guidelines to implement in Karnataka, working with the authorities. And there are some of the loopholes that, as you highly pointed out, that can be overcome if we have a willingness by the authorities to take it up and then work on it with what we call it a sportive spirit, and then make easy life for home buyers. Ultimately, everybody is moving towards digital world. Everybody wants an easy life. And here in Karnataka, because of non-compliance to the guidelines set by the central government, we are all facing some of these implementation challenges because of the existing loopholes in the system. I'm sure over a period of time, we will overcome with support from bureaucracy, with the support from political aspects and activists like Raghunath sir and other who are working in the back end. I'm hoping that we'll get it at the right place. Any last punching line before we close and then?
Absolutely, Dhananjay sir, it's been my pleasure, but my punchline is miles to go, because it's always drive ahead, not look back. So it might look we'll achieved a lot. Actually, this digital integration and integrating all the silos of government departments, bringing them under one umbrella of digital governance under the Urban Development Ministry and the Housing Department, taking all the departments together, integrating, including GIS and employing technology, and really making Bangalore a really smart city. We have a lot of work to do, and we got miles to go. That's my punchline message.
Excellent, sir. Thanks a lot. And with this note, I wanted to take this opportunity, since Raghunath sir already summarized what is good in RERA and what can be improved in RERA. I will not take much time to summarize further, but I wanted to give a glimpse of the entire show of 90 minutes, what we did today. We have an excellent panelist, Raghunath sir, who's an extremely knowledgeable person, who has come from a different background, activist mindset, and worked with RERA authorities and worked in IT in a very, very senior leadership roles. And he has implemented multiple platforms for multiple organizations, and even today doing a lot of charity services and then consulting services to a lot of companies and then groups and across. And most importantly, he is engaged in ensuring and providing justice to his neighbors, future neighbors, I would say, because still probably not become a neighbors yet, future neighbors of Greens project. And really appreciate his effort and the entire team effort. I think it's not possible without a strong team behind it. With the strong support from the team, I wish Raghunath sir to get his dream home as early as possible. And also, thanks to him to coming onto this platform and educating all the home buyers who are willing to buy a home, or willing to pursue any cases in RERA, or want to understand what is RERA is all about and how can we protect ourselves, because it's a wonderful platform in Karnataka where majority of the projects are getting registered under RERA. And if you look at the ads that is being published in any newspapers, any regional or national level newspaper, most of the project will say we are RERA registered, we are RERA approved. So RERA is becoming a mandatory kind of regulatory body in Karnataka. Yes, there are a lot of things that can be improved depending on the whatever the suggestion Raghunath sir has given, and I'm sure the bureaucracy and the political system must be already working on some of these aspects. But if we ensure home buyers is not suffered, the ultimate objective of RERA is to ensure the home buyers are not impacted, home buyers get a justice, home buyers get the home as planned by the builder. And also this will, as Raghunath sir was pointing out, this will have a huge impact on the economy that our central government is envisioning. Real estate is a sector, real estate is an area where many countries and including India were dependent on the boost of economy, and a lot of foreign direct investments, and a lot of people who are watching outside India and then they want to make an investment. It becomes easy for them to understand where they're making investment, and also helps in bringing the economy to a 5 trillion economy or a 6 trillion economy in the future. And some of the aspects which Raghunath sir has identified, central government has created an architect or a framework, but is that framework or the architecture is being implemented, is the design which has been provided is being implemented as per the original design? There needs to be a checksum by the central government, either through some of the processes like giving incentives or calling out which state is doing extremely good implementation of the RERA, and then learn from each one of those RERA authorities in the respective states, and some kind of motivation for RERA authorities as well, in terms of the way we are making a smart city project across India, where you're calling the municipal administration as a number one in terms of segregation, in keeping the city clean, and then etc. The way smart city project is being driving, or whatever the example that I wanted to give, if we drive this RERA implementation also in the similar line, motivate the RERA authorities, and then implement some of these areas that will really help home buyers, is going to be the boon for home buyers like all of us who are dreaming and then invested all our hard-earned money and then expecting that we will get a justice tomorrow, right? So with that note, I want to conclude this session, sir. Let's all of us hope and act in the interest of home buyers. Let us all of us pray that the legal system, and as well as the bureaucracy system, as well as the political system, all three work together, integrate together, and systems to be integrated. And then we will have a true digital system in place where we can really say we are the digital world in Bangalore. So with that note, I want to conclude this session, sir. And once again, thank you. Thanks a lot for your taking time. And then after all your hardship and all your time, and then, really educating, and this video will be definitely useful for many home buyers. And once again, thanks a lot. And I wanted to thank all the people who are watching on live and also will be watched in future. Please read through it. Please understand what the messaging that is coming out. Please understand what Raghunath sir's suggestions in terms of what can be improved, what is good, and how can you safeguard yourself. With this note, I will conclude this session. Thanks a lot, sir. Good night.
So thank you very much indeed, Mr. Dhananjay ji. You've taken a great initiative. Really appreciate, even though you are an ordinary home buyer, I really salute your initiative and the work you are doing. May God be with you. Satyameva Jayate.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.